everyone. You are listening to the Twisted Whiskers. If you've ever gone to an NMU hockey game, you have definitely heard those sounds coming from the stands. A big piece of what happens at the hockey game is the Twisted Whiskers. Talk about the energy they bring and how they just bring the Berry alive.
Right. It's student. I wouldn't say it's completely student-led, but they just are basically the ones that make it all happen, you know. And we don't actually rehearse a whole lot. You know, we get a lot of these traditions with their movements and their excitement just kind of get learned and passed down. And it's just been a great thing to just see what our students do and what they bring to the excitement and the enthusiasm, the environment of the hockey event. Yeah, for sure.
And you play such a wide range of music, from the hockey games to the football games to the parades. How do you select the pieces, and how do you decide, you know, what you're going to bring in each year?
Right. Well, you know, for the halftime shows, we do different themes, and it can be anything from classical to, you know, rock and roll. It can be the Beatles. It can be jazz. It can be theater, musical theater. So we'll have a lot of variations there. Halloween show, we just did that for our last show. But for pep band, it's mostly pop oriented. You know, and so that's what the students and a lot of fans just really relate to the most. That's the kind of thing that you do at hockey and basketball games.
Little Call Me Al.
Oh, definitely.
That's one of my favorites. But of course, you show up at the football games. We've been taking a look at all of these pictures. What all do the bands do here at NMU?
Yeah, well, at the football games, we basically have a pregame show and a halftime show. So pregame show, of course, we come out with our traditional entrance, and we form a star and play a patriotic piece. We play a pop song. We eventually will come out and play the national anthem, and that's what you'll see on the screen here, the band in formation to do the national anthem for pregame. And for halftime, this is where I had mentioned we'll do a different show. That's one thing about a college band especially, is that we do a different show for every home game. Makes it really hard, really challenging, especially we had 3 games in a row this season.
So that's a new performance every single week that your students are learning.
Right. Well, every single home game. So depending on the number.
Well, when it's 3 in a row, 3 back to back, that's 3 weeks in a row.
It is, and so you know that's pretty challenging. We have one of the things that they do is they do a little dance, the Thriller dance.
Oh, I love the Thriller.
You know, that's from that maybe one of the greatest MTV videos from all time, and so. Michael Jackson, and so this is a formation that they'll typically use for that. Oh, and I had also mentioned this was part of the Halloween show, and I don't know who that guy is on the podium. It looks like the monster of Frankenstein.
It looks like you had a special guest conductor there for that performance.
I know, and got to tell you, I was really afraid getting off. Oh, did I say I? No, it was kind of scary. First of all, the whole image is scary, to be honest, but just trying to get off the podium, I had like 3 people making sure I didn't fall off, because I didn't have, Frankenstein doesn't have very good eyes.
No, and not very good walking skills either. He was just bored. So it seems like you have a lot of fun with your students too.
Oh, absolutely. And I have fun with them. Hopefully they have some fun with me. They tease me, you know, why do they do that? They talk about all the different sweaters that I wear. Last night at rehearsal, they all dressed up in what they call Gruggen sweaters. Oh,
you know.
You know?
Well, from my experience, I personally would never poke fun at somebody that I didn't love. So that's a really good sign.
That's true.
I'm hoping that that's the way I'm looking at it anyway.
So beyond just performances, you get involved in the community at large. It's not just performing for NMU fans and students.
Right, and so I just passed the homecoming parade, the first shot, but here's one of our sections, our brass section in the homecoming parade. And, you know, other things here at the university, we have the tailgate parties that we might perform. They're here, we're marching down behind the dome to do that. Of course, we've talked about the pep band. Can you believe that we can get the pep band out on the ice and do a little performance? It's a short one. We'll come out and we'll play a song facing one way, and then we'll form maybe Cats or NMU, and we'll play a song the other way.
How do you get Cats on ice?
Yeah, do they wear skates?
No, not skates. Oh. They wear cleats. You know, they wear the yak tracks. We don't want them to slide. We want them to skate.
I thought maybe they all had to learn how to skate.
Well,
they're all hockey players too.
Not for the band, but they're also wearing skating helmets too. That help.
For sure.
Haven't lost anybody yet.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
one year, when an early year, a cruise ship came into town, and so there we are out in Lower Harbor playing. I don't think they heard us, but you know.
You gave them a welcome
And
anyway.
of course, Harbor Fest is what we've had recently that we'll finish band camp, and one of our first performances is Harbor Fest. And we've done this in other towns too. There we are in Grayling on our way back from performing at the Grand Valley football game. We made a little stop and gave people in Grayling a little performance of the Wildcat Band right there in their pavilion on the street. So it's fun to do all these different things.
Was that an impromptu thing, or did you have this performance planned?
Not many things we do are impromptu. Yeah.
I suppose. I thought maybe you were on your way back from something. I don't know.
We were, but you know, we
Silly
had to get the
question.
audience there,
Yeah.
and but we, you know, there is what we call adapt to the situation is definitely something that we have to do, especially, you know, depending on what the weather is bringing for us.
So of course, not many things are impromptu. There's a lot of rehearsal involved. I hear
it.
I hear some rehearsal going on behind us, and
Is it time for a performance? Are we going to check in on the band?
I think we are.
Okay.
They might be here and make an appearance.
Okay. I think we should take a break.
Take a break.
Come back. We're sharing microphone if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, we are.
We
So
have technical difficulties.
we're just
We're
feeling the
talking-
love with each
we're
other
all
today.
very- So we're going to take a break and come back and check in on the band and maybe talk to a couple students about how they feel about being in the band.
Sounds good.
Okay. We'll be right back.
That's the point.